Hello and welcome to another section in further mathematics. In this section, we'll be looking at the topic, a sum of terms of an AP. But before we proceed, let us review our previous lesson. Okay, welcome back. Now, in our previous lesson, we did justice to sum of terms of an AP, but I would like us to go into solving more questions to increase our level of proficiency when it comes to solving questions that involve sum of terms of an AP, that is an arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression. Sum of terms of an arithmetic progression. Okay, now we will call this example number 3. Let's find the sum of terms of the 25th term of the AP. Sum of the 25th terms of the AP. Find the sum of the first 25 terms of the AP. Now, what's the AP? The AP here is 3, 10, 17. Okay, now remember sum of term. Let's state the formula is xn equals n over 2 in bracket 2a plus n minus 1 d. So when we talk about sum of term of this, we have the a here is 3, which happens to be the first term. We stated it that we've been using our a as our first term. Then what's the value of our common difference? I say is t2 minus t1. So our t2 here is 10 minus 3, which is 7. You can as well use t3 minus t2, which is 17 minus 10, which is still 7. So our d here is 7. So a is 3, d is 7. So we can now proceed from here. And they said find the sum of the first 25 terms of the AP. So with this, we are considering the 25th term. Then we sum it up. So we now have x25 should be equal to 25 over 2 in bracket 2 times 3, because 3 happens to be the first term, plus 25 minus 1. 25 minus 1 times d, which happens to be 7. So we now have it as 25 over 2 bracket 2 times 3 is 6, plus 25 minus 1 is 24 times 7. Okay, let's proceed again. We have 25 over 2 bracket 6 plus 24 times 7. Okay, let's do it. 24 here, 7. 7 times 4 is 24. 7 times 4 is 28. So you now have it here. 7 times 4, 28. So 28. You have your 2. Then 7 times 2 is what? 14, 15, 16. So we now have a sum total of 168. So this is equal to 25 over 2 in bracket 168 plus this is 174. So our value is now 25 times 174 over 2. Can we actually divide? Yes, 170 here is let's divide. 170 here is 135. That's 35, 50. That's 85. This is 87. So you now do 25 times this 87. So our final value is 5 times 27. That is 526. That's 2175. So the 25th sum of the first 25 terms of this is 2175 by addition. Now this is to tell you that if you start writing this number 7, 10, 17, 24, 31, 38, 45, 52, 59, just continuously keep adding 7, 7, 7. By the time you get to the 25th term, you add everything. Remember, 2175 is not the 25th term. If you want to get the 25th term, use the formula a plus n minus 1d. But if you want to get the sum of the 25th term, that's why you now employ the sum of an AP. So at that point, you arrive at 2175. I'd like us to still go further in solving more questions. Now let's say we can call this our example 4 under sum of terms of an AP. Sum of term of an AP. So let's call this our example number 4. Now find the sum of the first 8 terms. Find the sum of the first 8 terms of a linear sequence whose first term is 6 and last term of a sequence and last term is 46. The formula for sum of term can be written as xn plus n over 2 in bracket 2a plus n minus 1t. But when you're talking about the last term of a sequence, if you're talking about last term, now the formula will now change to n over 2 if last term is involved. A plus the last term. This formula, when you're talking about the last term of a sequence, this is what you make yourself. So now they say we should look for some of the first 8 terms. So you now have it that our x8, find the sum of the first 8 terms. X8 will now be equal to our n here is 8 over 2 in bracket. The first term is 6, that is a 6 plus 46. So we now have 8 over 2 is 4 in bracket 6 plus 46 is 52. So 52 times 4 will now give us 208. So the sum of the first 8 term is equal to 208. So thank you for being part of today's lesson. Just take this test that will be popping up shortly in front of your screen. Do well to always consult this platform as guide on solving questions that has to do with sum of terms of an AP. But always feel free to give us your response, give us your feedback, give us your questions in our comment section. We're very glad to attend to